In the last video, we solved the corners, the final corners. Like these orange are solved, these green are solved in the corner, and this red is solved in the corner. We did that in our last step. If you don't know how to get these final corners, go to easiestsolve.com and click on step 7. In this video, we're going to solve the entire Rubik's Cube. You're going to be done with the Rubik's Cube. Your friends will be so impressed. You can check it off your bucket list, and you can move on to skydiving. The final move for the Rubik's Cube is flip, clock times 3, counter times 5, clock counter. But I wouldn't say it like that. When you're actually solving the cube, I would say it like this: flip, clock 1, clock 2, clock 3. Counter 1, counter 2, counter 3, counter 4, counter 5, clock counter. And I'd say it like that because you're actually doing those moves. You're doing the flip, then you're doing 3 clockwise moves, and you're doing 5 counterclockwise moves, and you might actually lose track of where you are. So counting them makes it where you don't lose track. Then you finish it off with a clock counter. The pattern for this move is right and top, just like other moves. You go right, top, right, top. First thing is we try to find the most completed side. So really that's going to be a side that's all the way done. This has got the orange there, so that's not right. There's the red. This is completed side. It's all green. If you can't find the most completed side, then just do any side. But in our case, the green is completed, so let's move that to the back. All right, so now let's do those moves. Again, we start on the right side. Starts with flip. And here I start closing my eyes because I'll start losing track of what's what for some reason. You don't have to do this. But here I'm going to close my eyes and go, let's see, clock 1, clock 2, clock 3. Counter 1, counter 2, counter 3, counter 4, counter 5. Then we just have a clock counter. So we go clock and then counter. All right, opening my eyes, and oh, the cube is solved. So that's not necessarily going to be the case. Sometimes it looks like nothing changed, that you're back to the start, but something has changed. Some colors have shifted. So simply, if that does happen, just move the most completed side to the back and then do it again. And then you'll see that by the next move, it'll solve. I've scrambled the cube again, and I've solved to this point, so I can show you the final move again in case this helps. So once again, we're going to look for the most completed side. This one's not done, not done, not finished. Here's the orange side. So this is the most completed side. We're going to move the orange side to the back. Now that the orange side is here in the back, we're going to do our solve moves. We're going to start with flip. Again, I'm going to close my eyes here. Clock 1, clock 2, clock 3, counter 1, counter 2, counter 3, counter 4, counter 5, clock counter. And we look and it is solved. And again, I just want to reiterate that if it's not solved, it looks like nothing happened. Just move the most completed side to the back and do it again. Eventually it will solve the cube.